Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
In Marshal Earp's time, there were Indian wars and cattle wars, and a steady brawling with 45s among bad-tempered cowhands. But the deadliest fighting on the frontier of 1879 usually started with a dispute between two towns for the honor of being designated the county seat. Dodge City had been named capital of Ford County, Kansas, but Fort Dodge, only 6 miles away, asked why should a wicked town like Dodge be the county seat? Besides, the residents of Fort Dodge were desperate for another reason.
Well, there you have it in black and white.
Pooh. Washington's always changing its mind.
The Army's got to economize. There just won't be nothing to Fort Dodge but a keep house party and a name.
I thought you had this all fixed, Mr. Granger.
I'm surprised at you, Judge Franklin. My father did everything he could to keep this fort open.
Now, there's no use squabbling over something that's finished and done with. I've called a meeting for this afternoon. You have some new idea, Talkie? Just come to the meeting. All right, I will. And I say Fort Dodge should be the county seat. Instead, we've let Dodge City hold squatters' rights.
You're right.
The people of Ford County never did vote to make that miserable town their capital. Are you going to let Dodge City get away with calling itself the high monkey monk town of our county? Good. Good. We'll ask the governor to hold an honest election. You head the delegation, Judge Franklin.
Thank you, Mr. Granger. I'll do just that.
Collect as many more signatures for the governor as you can before the stage leaves.
And don't talk to any Dodge City men.
Judge Franklin knows that. Yes, Chickie?
I know Wyatt Earp.
Him? Huh. He's hand in glove with Kelly and Judge Tobin. You keep out of it, Edna. A political fight's no place for you.
And if we don't win it, Fort Dodge will be a ghost city and we'll have to move on.
Soldiers headed this way. Go wait on them.
You wait on him. I'm going to Dodge City.
Edna, I forbid you having anything to do with Wyatt Earp. You've made eyes at him every time we went over there. You're old enough to have some pride.
Pride? We're broke and we're in debt.
And I knew Tarky Granger in the Army. He's a born politician.
Hold on, Jim. You're assuming that he'll try to get a special election.
What else? They can't just build a courthouse at Fort Dodge and say, we're the county seat. Am I right now, Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
You hear Wyatt? He knows it'll be a political play.
But I can't head him off in Topeka. The governor knows I backed Milliken in the primary.
Well, you're the best man we've got, sir. There's only a quarter of an hour to catch that train.
Oh, all right.
Howdy, Miss Edna.
Guess they heard about it in Dodge.
Yeah, they sure did.
What do you think?
Well, if they want to call a special election, they sure can do it.
Does that mean you're against us?
Miss Edna, I seldom mess around in politics.
Papa's right, you know. Dodge City isn't morally fit to be capital of Ford County.
A dirty, nasty, wicked town.
That's the truth, and you know it. What'll people say later on? Fort Dodge can start with a clean slate. This place is a disgrace to Kansas.
Miss Edna,
Yes, sir?
did your daddy send you over here?
Of course not. He tried to stop me.
Why'd you come?
Pa says I got a girly crush on you. But
What?
that's not why I came. We have to find out what Dodge City folks plan to do about the election. Gotta know so we can plan our campaign. What's funny? Well, I don't see what's so funny.
Well, you're telling me the truth. You see, politicians, they very seldom do that.
We're not politicians. We're home folk.
All right, no more joking. Miss Edna, in my opinion, I think Fort Dodge has a very good chance of becoming the county seat.
There.
But not if you try any shenanigans. No, it's got to be strictly honest.
Do you think we cheat?
Well, not you, Miss Edna, but, well, those political fellas, you warn your daddy, huh?
Yes, sir. I'll tell Papa. Wyatt, won't you be on our side?
No, I'm going to have to stick with Dodge.
Why?
It's kind of simple, Miss Edna. If Dodge City is too wicked to become the county seat, it's kind of my fault because, well, they hired me to clean up this town.
Papa will win you over. And if he can't, I'll sure try. Now, don't you laugh. I can be girly.
No, you stay just the way you are, huh? and look, let's both stay out of politics, huh? Now you go on, scoot home.
Stranger, I'm Smalley Dunbar. This is Dave Rickard.
Howdy. Howdy.
We both kind of fool with politics in Dodge.
Just the men I want to see. Come inside.
Well, the first thing we've got to do is take them records from Kelly's office. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Besides, Kelly's got a list of the voters.
Stealing records from now on.
We'll take care of it. This is frontier politics, Mr. Granger.
You can't win the election without the list of registered voters. We have to add a lot of cowhands and maybe some dead men.
I don't like it.
Nobody likes it. The point is, do you want Fort Dodge to be a ghost town or the county seat? You can swing a couple of hundred votes from below the line in Dodge, but that won't be enough, Mr. Granger.
All the voters outside of Dodge, the rest of Ford County.
Still not enough. We thought you wanted to win this election. But I guess we're wasting our time. Come on, Dave.
No, wait. Kelly and his people have cut a few corners. I reckon we'll have to do the same thing.
Now you're talking. Politics, Mr. Granger, politics. Well, let's drink to it. Dave, keep an eye on the front door. I'll break in the back.
Right.
That does that. Hal, see that these get out first thing in the morning, will you?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to turn in. You and Hank split the dog watch.
Right. Sure is quiet tonight, isn't it?
That's the way I like it. Hal. There's a man standing in front of Mayor Kelly's office. The wagon just turned the corner.
I'll take a look.
No. Let's give him time. Let's go out the back door.
Hey, Dave. You gonna take all night? I got the voters' books and the tax books. We have them police record and we'll get out of here.
Time to jump 'em?
No. That Smiley Dunbar, he's probably working for the people over at Fort Dodge.
But they're making off with the record books.
I know. I want him to pull this job. You can get your horse and follow him. Don't let him see you.
Come in here. I want you to see this. Look at that. Robbed. Stolen. All cleaned out. All the city and the county records. Gone. Look at it. Just look at it.
I know, Mr. Man.
You know? What do you mean you know?
Well, Hal and I saw the whole thing last night.
You saw it and you let him get away with it?
Yes, sir.
Why on earth would you...
Mr. Kelly, Hal trailed him to Granger's store at Fort Dodge.
Tarky Granger. Fort Dodge. It's a dirty political trick. Well, why are you wasting time? Get a posse and hit them quick. Shoot them down. Crack their skulls. But you get those records. That's an official order.
All right. If you want Fort Dodge to win.
I want them in jail. What is this now? Fort Dodge winning.
Well, they made a bad move, Your Honor. Next, they'll try to doctor the voting books.
Man, we just let them, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then we let them stuff the ballot boxes.
What? Oh. And then we nab them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll teach them to get into a political fight with Jim Kelly. Well, what if they hide the books?
Well...
Excuse me, Wyatt. Miss Edna Granger wants to see you at the Dodge House.
Thank you. Miss Granger might give us an insurance policy on those books.
No, I...
Now, Mayor...
Thank the good Lord they didn't get everything. Oh. It's a bad, nasty mess, Judge Tobin. What luck did you have in Topeka?
None. The governor's ordered a special election for Saturday.
Nah. They'll steal it just like they stole the books.
Dodge City outnumbers them 5-1, Jim.
Not with Smiley Dunbar and those hoodlum votes below the line. They'll all go to Granger and his crowd.
Civic pride will keep them from voting to change the county seat.
Civic pride, is it? They want a wide open town and no marshal like Wyatt. They'll move to Fort Dodge lock, stock, and barrel. Well, now, how's Miss Edna and our insurance policy?
He's talking about Mr. Granger's daughter, Judge. She doesn't favor robbery.
I suppose she'd be turning against her own father.
No, sir. If her father's involved, she'll try to save him. Any action in Topeka, sir?
Against us. The whole county will have to vote.
Saturday.
That's short notice. Well, get your high silk hat, Mr. Mayor. We better start campaigning.
You tour the county until Friday night. Then make your big speech in Dodge.
Kelly and Earp are too quiet.
Well, what have they got to shout about?
It's too good to be true.
Well, you ask Dave. There wasn't a Johnny Law in sight. We're in, Mr. Granger. Those county records we got hold the election.
Yes, I reckon. Edna, perhaps you'd better.
Sure. Howdy, Miss Edna.
You see Earp?
Yes? Wyatt was kind of worried. Seems someone broke into the mayor's office last night. Took all their record books.
That's no crime. It's got to be something valuable.
Breaking into a place is a crime.
Forget it, Chickie. Let Earp worry. He's being paid for that. Now, you go into the store and pack me some grub. I'm hitting the speaking trail for votes.
How long?
Be back Saturday morning. That's election day. And the fort's polling place will be here.
I'll need the key to the safe, won't I?
Key? No. There's money enough for change in the cash drawer.
All right, Papa. You always left the key with me before. That's why I asked.
And I say to you, my friends, that Dodge City was ordained by the good Lord to be the metropolis of Ford County. If the seat of county government is moved to Fort Dodge, grass will grow in the streets of our town.
Yeah. If Fort Dodge wins the election, we'll soon have a bigger and a better Dodge City.
Hey!
And we won't have Wyatt Earp as marshal. And we won't have Jim Kelly as mayor. We won't have those three hypocrites, Tobin, Kelly, and Earp.
Pa's the record book's in his safe. He wouldn't trust me with the key, but I know how to get into it. When are you coming over?
Tomorrow after the election.
Why not today, right now?
I want the ballot box.
Well, that's not fair. You could get Papa into worse trouble.
No, we can save your Papa. If you'll help.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
Thanks, Wyatt. I'm still in love.
Wow. First time I've ever heard of a mourner's bench before the election.
Granger got the crowds, here and all over the county.
Looks bad, Wyatt.
They don't even have to steal this election.
Well, Smiley Dunbar and his crowd wouldn't be happy unless they stole it. Hal, let's just make sure that all our votes are honest, huh?
Wyatt, you're not suggesting that I would stoop to dirty politics.
Well, it is a big temptation, Your Honor.
Don't josh him, Wyatt. If they win, Dodge City will be the ghost town.
I'm sorry. Oh, Hal, I'll need 10 special deputies tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
10? You'll need 24 just to guard the polling place at the fort.
Judge, I think you and Mr. Kelly are plumb tuckered out. Now, why don't you just let me handle the police work, huh?
He's right, Jim.
Well, just tell us one thing. Are you going to get back the county records?
Yes, sir. And the Fort Dodge ballot box, too.
Well, it's in your hands, Wyatt. Come along, Jim. Busy day tomorrow.
Now, don't miss, Wyatt. It means your job and my job and the finish of Dodge City.
Now, the polls close at 7. That gives us a half an hour of daylight. I'm going into Fort Dodge with the peddler's wagon and the fastest team of quarter horses that Chalk Beeson has.
No posse.
Yes. You leave town here with the boys at 7. If I get in any trouble, there'll be gunfire. You just head for the sound of guns.
Jim Knowlton. Friend, if you want to read the fine print, step inside. We're in a hurry. Howdy, Big T.
Howdy, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Glad you could make it.
Just a moment, Judge. Are these men residents of Fort Dodge?
Lived here all their lives.
Sorry, but we need their names and registrations.
Lock them in a storeroom, boys. We're busy with an election.
Now, does anybody else have any suggestions? I've had enough.
You can't do anything until Wyatt comes. He'd spoil the whole plan.
How did I ever get into this?
You wanted to save Fort Dodge and us, but the wrong politicians took over. Wyatt says it.
Hey, Your Honor, give us a hand. We've got a couple Indians out here that won't vote unless you say it's all right.
Very well.
got about 900 votes for Fort Dodge. Open up the safe, Mayor Granger.
Hey, what's the meaning of this?
We're going to burn the county record books so they can't trace the phony votes.
Well, that's stupid. If you win, you'll need the county tax records and city police reports.
Who do you think's running this show? You or me?
You're not going to burn these records.
Take care of him, Dave.
Stop it!
You keep out of this. Lock him in the storeroom with the others.
Leave those alone!
Why, you little brat. Why you...
Go lock the door to the store.
But my father, he would...
You'll be all right. Go on. Take the ballot box out to the wagon.
Smiley, open up. Smiley, open up.
You get down from there.
I'm going with you.
We're going to have to make a run for it. Let's go. Come on.
Out front, get the horses.
Please stop and Ford. They're right behind us.
Get behind those rocks. Come on. Keep your head down. Here, reload that for me. Give me the Winchester. No need for it. Posse will be coming any minute.
All right, grab your guns. Grab your guns.
The accused will please rise. Mr. Dunbar, Judge Franklin, Mr. Rickard, you're found guilty of election fraud and sentenced to 2 years in the state penitentiary. Mr. Granger.
Yes, Judge?
Your daughter cooperated with Marshal Earp, and you yourself tried to prevent the destruction of valuable records. The court sentences you to 6 months in jail and will stipulate that you be paroled immediately. Adjourned?
This way. Come on. You still here? Where's your dad?
He went on over to the hotel. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to thank you.
I think Judge Tobin is the one you want to thank.
Him, too. Wyatt, I don't suppose that you'd ever feel like marrying me.
Well, honey, you see, I'm an old man, but, well, if I was your age, you'd be the first girl I'd ask.
Politician.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt!